So, good morning. Welcome to the stream. So, I wasn't gonna do a stream this morning. About half an hour, about 10:30, roughly. I was planning on and starting to do a video rather than going live. Sorry, no, at 10:45. I was beginning to do a video to post that rather than going live, but then I kind of felt like I should just go live. So I'm going live. Just this feeling here of not wanting to like speak, not wanting to speak, not wanting to go on the internet and speak. And as I was like saying that in the video, I kind of felt like, but I'm gonna post this online anyway, so I might as well just do a live stream saying the exact same thing, that I don't feel like speaking. I don't feel like I don't feel like speaking, interacting. I just don't feel like it. But then the feeling was that I wanted to be here. I wanted to be here. Like I wanted to be available. I wanted to like express, if you like, non-duality, but I didn't want to speak. So I've gone live with this feeling of I don't want to necessarily speak, but still speak about non-duality. Still express non-duality. So yeah. The postman is coming. Yeah. He's pushed it through the door. Yeah. the temperature changing here. So it's the season of jumpers, which I'm happy about. The season of hoodies is back. Oh, I've missed you. Missed you, jumper. My daughter's similar. She likes to have her hood up as well. Have her hood over her head. Oh, it's very comforting. It's very comforting having a hood on. So if you want to ask any questions, then you're welcome to in the chat. Yeah. You're welcome to ask anything in the chat or on Skype. Rebekah Maroon is my Skype address, so you can ask on Skype as well. I suppose you could call in on Skype as well. I'm feeling okay to listen, I think, and I will respond and speak back. Yeah. Yeah. This is why I thought I won't go live this morning. I'll just do a video because I don't feel I'm not feeling very I don't know, like I'm not feeling very talkative or very but I'm happy that didn't happen. Instead, the feeling and the thought was no, go live, still go live. Like there's something in me, in this human, that is very, what word is it? Very very in love with, or very passionate about, or very I don't know, very much into being honest and being authentic and being real and being like holistic or whole, like being like authentic and genuine and whole, like being what I am fully as possible, like being more and more who I am, more and more me, just to say another, the wrong word, but me as in me, being more and more me, however it's presenting, however it's appearing. I really love that. So yeah, I'm glad that going live happened, and yeah. maybe it comes from like growing up and feeling like I wasn't allowed to be what I am, like hiding it or masking it or trying to or being like confused about how I'm supposed to be, or being confused around like what is this? Like what is this? And how are you supposed to or like how does it work? How do you do this? And so a lot of confusion and a lot of like um yeah. I feel like my words aren't there this morning. Like I can't finish off sentences. yeah. Hopefully you get the feel of what I'm trying to express. So yeah, so feel free to ask anything or speak. yeah. So the title is This Is It. The title is This Is It. This is it. And you can't say it any clearer than that. This is it. This is what is longed for. Simply this, the way it's appearing, the way it's happening. What is, however it is. It's only us humans that have this idea of how things should be, how things are supposed to look, what's good, what's bad, acceptable, not acceptable. Only us humans have that, I believe. Maybe animals have that. I don't know. Like, how would I know? Maybe that there are rules in the animal world. I don't know, but it seems as if humans have this. Humans have a lot of this. A lot of our because we have such strong thinking, such strong ability in that area to imagine and project and create what's not here. Like that seems to be a big part of the functioning of humans. This ability to this functioning of that of the mind, the brain. Um, but yeah, it's only our ideas, or it's only ideas. It's not even like ours. It's just the way it appears. We can't take credit or blame for it. It's just the way it appears, the way it seems to appear in humans, for the human experience. So, yeah, this is it. What you've longed for, what you've been longing for is this, is what is all of it. The simplicity of what's happening. You can't miss it or lose it. It's just here. It's what's appearing. what else is being looked for is just, I was going to say dream, and it is a dream, but what else is being looked for, it is not what you believe it to be. That one looking for something, the energy looking for something else. Like it is what's happening also, but it's when there's identification energetically in that, when it feels as if that is who you are, and it feels very, very, it's very, very important, very the desperate to acquire that thing, to work that. Sorry, there's a van here, and it's really distracting. It's going like in and out and back and forth, and it's parking up now. Yeah, very the desperate to get something, whatever it is, whatever the projection or the thought about it is, like it's misplaced. It's this energy of seeking that really believes that it can find something else, that this is unfulfilling, and that this idea of something is going to be the answer or the solution. It's going again. It's going again. What's it doing? It's going to be the solution or the answer, whatever it is. And it really isn't. It really isn't. There's no answer. This is it. This is it. You could say this is the answer, but it's like, it's not the answer. It's just this is. Like this is. This is the fulfillment. It's driven off now. This is the fulfillment. This is all there is. This is home. And so what is being talked about is this collapsing back into this. This collapsing back into this. So this seeking energy, this seeker, isn't you could say isn't there anymore, but isn't there anymore. It's to dissolve. It's collapsed into this, into everything, rather than this idea of being separate, this separation, no, this separateness, this separate seeking. So it's a really it's a really simple thing to express. Like it's expression of like the simplest, naturalist reality. We call this like radical non-duality, but actually it isn't really radical. It's the naturalist thing ever, the simplest thing ever. It's only really radical to the one who believes in the world and believes in itself and its story and believes in time and believes in something other than this. It's only really radical to a person. Like it's really, so in one way it is radical, but in another way it's not. Like it's the simplest thing, the most naturalist thing. It's a coming home back to this which never left. Or you could say it's the end of that seeker, the end of seeking, the end of not the end of projections, but the end of like projecting something else out there is going to be fulfilling. It's the end of that looking for something else. So yeah, if you'd like to say anything, then you can call on Skype or you can write any questions in the chat. Hi. I'm not sure if that's a question. I don't think it is. You just want to express yourself. My grandfather died yesterday. How to handle the deaths. Yeah. Oh. I think grieving is how you handle that. So being sad, crying, thinking about them, your memories you have of them with other people who knew them can be helpful. But yeah, just grieving is the way to handle that. Allowing that pain to be there. See, there's nothing wrong with this. Like, it's all provided, if you like. It's all happening here. Like, it's not like you aren't missing something. You are missing something. It's all provided. It's all happening here. We think we are like independent and autonomous, and we are responsible, and we have to go out and do this and handle this and deal with this. And practically there is dealing with things. So dealing with the car or washing the dishes, putting the washing out. There is this functioning, this dealing with things that are happening, but it's not as complicated as we make it out, as the mind makes it out. I think because we have so much now, so many options now, and so much available and possibilities now, it makes it even more for the mind to over try to over deal with things that are really quite simple, and the answer's right here. The doing is right here. The handling is right here. This sense of we have to go out and do these things, whereas that's an option. It's an option to live like that, but there's also this option that isn't that the society doesn't have as its doesn't have in its like not theory. What's that word? Theos? Not theos. What's that? It doesn't have it in its constitution. Maybe like it doesn't have it. It has go out, you work hard, you strive, you push through, you struggle through, it has that in its constitution or its ethos. That's it. I was reversing. I was saying theos, ethos. It doesn't have it. It's ethos. But yeah, that's like a different option, a different way of living, but it's not conducive or conductive to the naturality of this. Like, life doesn't have to be like that. Life in itself is very, very simple. Very simple. You know, when you watch like those tribes in the Amazon jungle or in like Australasia or Africa, you see these tribes and they live, particularly the ones that have been untouched by like people coming to visit. Like they're really, it's so simple. But even like think back to like in here, like think back to here as in like Europe or England. Like think back to like like how simple it used to be in comparison to how it is now. Like there's so much more now. We have more, we invest in more, and just how simple and how ease. There wasn't these like, there are problems, and obviously we've tried to deal with those problems and make things easier and developed, which is great in some ways, but what's come with that is this like complexity that isn't needed. Like it's really simple. It's really simple. So when there's pain there, and then you cry, you feel that sadness, you express that, like it letting it flow. Whereas the mind comes in and tries to manage and tries to say, oh, this is bad, it shouldn't be there. I have to somehow manipulate and control this and like change it from what it is. Whereas this just is. This just is. It's just happening. It doesn't need micromanaging. It just is the way it is. It's just flowing and happening. When you lose who you are, when you lose that grounding in who you are, and you believe yourself to be a form, limited to being a human form, then it becomes really important. It becomes really important. You feel as if this has to be happy and positive and all these things we associate with happiness. But can you see how much of a prison that is? Trying to make things always this way rather than that way. Having to maintain this appearance as opposed to anything else appearing. Keeping that wall away and having this in. Like it's that'd be very, very, very stressful and unhappy. This is it. This is it. Whatever this is it. There's nothing more, nothing less, nothing that shouldn't be, nothing that should be. This is it. It's funny how there was a feeling of not wanting to speak, and then speaking happened. But I still have that feeling of not wanting to really speak. Like, yeah. Autumn is upon us, I think. Is it autumn now? It feels like it. Lovely autumn. Okay, so thank you for listening, joining. Yeah. um, yeah, lots of love. Bye.